Hello and welcome to the Scoreboard, your morning report for February 9th, 2024. I am Zach Beamish, and let's go right into the NHL scores from yesterday. Starting with Calgary defeating New Jersey by a score of 5-3. Andrew Mangiapane had a goal and 2 points in the win there for the Flames. Jacob Markstrom, 37 saves in the win. On the losing side, Andre Palat had 2 goals for the Devils, who just got Jack Hughes back in that game as well. Carolina defeated Colorado by a score of 5-2. Martin Necas with a natural hat trick in under 17 minutes of the game starting, as Teuvo Teravainen had 4 assists. Zach Parise did get his first goal with the Avalanche as an Avalanche member this game, and then Seth Jarvis with one of the weirder goals. You'll see a penalty shot awarded on an empty net, which requires just a goal. You just get a goal for free. Boston beat Vancouver by a score of 4-0. Linus Ullmark, 17 saves for the shutout, his first of the season and 7th of the career. Charlie Coyle had 2 assists for the Bruins as the Canucks had their 12-game point streak snapped. Florida defeated Washington by a score of 4-2. Matt Tkachuk had a goal and 3 points in this game. Sergei Bobrovsky had 22 saves in the win, as Ovechkin's team lost, but Ovechkin on a 3-game goal streak now. Philadelphia defeated Winnipeg by a score of 4-1. Travis Konechny completing a Gordie Howe hat trick, a goal, assist, and fight in the first period alone. Morgan Frost had a goal and 2 points. Ryan Poehling also had a goal and 2 points. The New York Islanders defeated Tampa Bay by a score of 6-2. Matthew Barzal and Bo Horvat both with a goal and 2 points each. On the losing side, Nikita Kucherov, his 33rd goal of the season, increases his lead on top of the standings, top of the point standings. And finally, Vegas defeated Arizona by a score of 3-2. Jonathan Marchessault and Chandler Stevenson had a goal for the Vegas Golden Knights. Clayton Keller had a goal for the Coyotes. Carl Vomeka came in relief for that game, made 28 saves on 28 shots, but unfortunately, the deficit was a little too great by the time he hit the net. Going into the games upcoming for today, Pittsburgh and Minnesota at 8 p.m. in Minnesota. Then we have the New York Rangers in Chicago at 8:30. The nightcap Edmonton just coming off their winning streak. They're in Anaheim at 10 p.m. Moving over to the NHL Atlantic Division, there we are. Boston at 5 points ahead of Florida on top of the division, as Toronto still a half game ahead of Tampa Bay with 3 games in hand in that divisional spot. Moving over to the leading scores, and Nikita Kucherov with a 2-point lead on Nathan MacKinnon after yesterday, with 33 goals, which is, I believe, tied for 3rd in the league behind only Sam Reinhart and Austin Matthews. I might be wrong about that, but I'm pretty sure I'm right. Also tied there with David Pastrnak. Great season from Kucherov, trying to put another Hart season together. Of course, Nathan MacKinnon might have something to say about that. Going into the Hot 15, and it's Nikita Kucherov again. 5 goals, 15 assists for 20 points in his last 10 games. MacKinnon has 10 goals, 8 assists for 18 points in his last 10. Tied with David Pastrnak, who has the opposite of that, 8 goals and 10 assists in his last 10. Charlie Coyle has 15 points in his last 10 games. That's kind of a fun thing to see there for Charlie Coyle. 4 goals, 11 assists. Of course, he had 2 in his last game. Looking down the list a little bit more, when we go through the highest-ranking defenseman with 13 points in his last 10. Larry Nichushkin new to the list. He has 7 goals and 6 assists in his last 10 games. That does it for the NHL. Moving over to the CCHL. There was one game in the CCHL yesterday. It was Cornwall taking a 2-1 victory over Pembroke. Zach Speck-Meek scoring one of the goals there for Pembroke. Donald Hickey with a 26-save win for the Colts. Moving into a very full slate of CCHL games today. Cornwall is in Kentville at 7:30. Navan and Renfrew at 7:30. Nepean and Brockville also at 7:30. It's Pembroke and Hawkesbury, 7:30. Rockland in Smith Falls, 7:30. And in a nice change of pace, Ottawa and Carleton Place at 7:45. So all 12 teams in the league playing on this night. I want to finish it off here with the CCHL standings. Get a nice full overview. 7 points separates Navan from everybody else, as Smith Falls and Cornwall are at 55 points. Rockland comes in next, they have 52, while just behind Renfrew, who has 51. It's Hawkesbury with 49. They're still fighting for a little bit of spot there in 6th place. Then it gets pretty tight. These 7 to 8 spots in the playoffs, currently held by 3 teams: Carleton Place, Kentville, and Ottawa, all battling out very tightly for those spots. And Pembroke only a game and a half back of them as well. The Peons a little out of it with 37, but they still have a little bit of time to catch up with about 3 games back. And then we have Brockville, who are not having the greatest time in the world, 6-30-6, only 18 points on the season. But that's going to do it for the scoreboard for today. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and we'll see you back here on